What's the most dangerous snake in St. Johns County? Well, I was talking to a family that's moving to the area. They're actually coming down from North Carolina, and we had a great phone call earlier today, and she was sharing, she said, Josh, I'm terrified of two things, alligators and snakes. So she said, I see some stuff in Facebook groups, like give me the truth, give me the reality, no hype, no exaggeration. And so I'm glad she said that, because keep in mind, generally the most extreme things make it to Facebook groups. So it's either going to be really grumpy people, angry people, or people high alert, high alarm, or sharing really unique, like crazy things. So anytime a snake shows up in St. Johns County, people take videos, pictures, and post it in the groups. And all of a sudden, people, like outsiders, are like snakes are taking over St. Johns County. Watch out, they're everywhere. You gotta, like, every step you take outside, be careful so you don't step on a snake. Ooh, steak. Now I'm hungry. So you don't step on a snake. Well, here's the thing. I back up to nature conservation, and it's kind of like low-lying and a little wet, especially when it rains a lot. Not marshy, but marshy. The mosquitoes are brutal, but it's a full-grown, mature vegetation woods. And then that backs up to a pond. So it's like the prime situation for snakes. Now, what's the most dangerous snake in St. Johns County? It's the water moccasin, which is also called the cottonmouth. It's kind of creepy. The reason they call it a cottonmouth is because then when that little slithery devil opens its mouth, it's white on the inside, cottonmouth. Now, they love water, they love moisture, and they're just here. Like, this is their natural habitat. I've only seen one this year. So in my prime habitat for moccasins, I've only seen one, and it was just a little stinker and making it away across the yard. And he couldn't get away from me fast enough. So I want to say this. Last year, I only saw one. It was a bigger one, and again, couldn't get away from me fast enough. So if you don't back up to like a man-made pond or trees, let's say you're on a corner lot or an interior lot that backs up to other houses, like the likelihood of you seeing a water moccasin drops substantially. When it rains a lot and you back up to woods or preserve, the rain, like all the rain, and it rained a lot this summer, it just it does draw them out. They're out and about. But if you back up to a man-made pond and trees, more likely that you're going to see one. Now keep in mind, there's tens of thousands of homeowners here all throughout St. Johns County, and like 99.9% of them don't see a snake all year round. Now you do see the garter snakes and the black racers, and even rat snakes. Those are good. They're not poisonous. They're not harmful. They're really great to kind of keep the pests away, the rodents away. Like, we love those. It's just the water moccasins, man, I gotta get it together, that are concerning, but it's rare. So what can you do to prevent your encounter with a water moccasin? Keep your grass cut short, because they don't like to be in a very exposed area. You know, birds of prey will actually hunt water moccasins if they're out on the land. Keep piles of debris, say piles of sticks or garbage or anything, like eliminate that, because that's a perfect habitat for snakes, because it also attracts rodents, which then attracts snakes. Let's see. I would say like bushes and stuff, like where you walk, if you step out on your back steps, leaving your lanai or your back door, just don't have bushes right there on both sides where it's not easily visible for you to see what's down around your ankles. So things can't hide. That'll give you more peace of mind. And then also, I will tell you, when it's easy to stumble across them would probably be early mornings or later in the evening, because that's when they're more active. They're nocturnal, actually. But when the weather begins to cool off, and yes, it cools off here in St. Johns County, you've seen my other videos that I do about that, the snakes will actually come out in the morning and find a sunny spot to just lay in the sun and warm up because they're cold-blooded. So just like alligators do at the alligator farm in St. Augustine, it's a cool place for you to visit. Snakes do the same thing. So when the weather cools off and you have like those fresh little just revitalizing crisp mornings, probably gonna be around December, and you're on a little walk, if you see a patch of sun, don't be surprised if you see a snake in it there. And not all snakes are water moccasins, so again, you'll just be able to identify it. And oftentimes, stomping on the ground, like thud on the ground, that's gonna make them slither away. So they don't wanna eat you, they don't wanna bite you, they are far more afraid of you than you are of it. That may be arguable based on the lady I talked to earlier. But the number one reason for water moccasin bites and strikes is because people are trying to kill it. And so when they're like trying to like stab it with a shovel or something, then out of defense, the moccasin is incredibly fast when it strikes. And so that's the majority of the times when people actually get bitten is because they're messing with it. So I hope that helps give some perspective, and just know throughout the day, it's just kind of an awareness kind of thing. You're just, looking along the edge of, say, the garden, the edge of the house, sunny spots. But largely speaking, I mean, I've only seen one this entire year, and most people never even see one. So I hope that helps. Let me know your thoughts, your feedback, comments below. I'll see you in the next video.